welcome to lesson 6 here of the Learning Khmer series. Today's lesson is a little bit different. What I'm doing here today is just teaching the second person pronoun you, as opposed to covering a bunch of other things. So there'll be no grammar today, no script. This is a very important aspect of the Khmer language, so it's something that needs to be addressed. What I've done right here is just a 19 of what I feel are the most common forms of you in the Khmer language. And then again, I've also ranked these, and again, this is not comprehensive at all. There's several other forms of you that are used that I did not include, so for time reasons and because they're, your likelihood of using them is also very slim. Alright, the 1 through 19 you see here is how I've ranked it in my opinion, from the most informal use of the you, or use of the word you, to the most formal use of the word you right here. Alright, so let's get started. And again, it's a very important aspect. I don't have any native speakers recorded, so my apologies. You're just going to have to deal with me today. So here we're going to start with number 1 is niet. Niet. Niet is just you. It's generally used for people who are younger than you, are on a lower social status than you. So if you're the manager, you're speaking to the cashier, something like that, cashier's younger than you, go ahead and use it. Niet is unisex. It can be used for both male and female. Next right here we have something, bong. Bong right here is used to address people who are older than you but not old enough to be your parents. Alright, so we're talking maybe a 10, 15 years old older than you range, or if you're buddy with someone. For example, if I have some good friends in Cambodia and maybe they're a little bit younger than me, maybe a little bit older or whatnot, good male friends, then I would bong with them as well. If you want to use it with a girl, you can just add. Sorry, I did this earlier. Cool. Add srei, bang srei, at the very end of it there. Srei here just means girl, which is it just sort of if I were to translate it, it would be older sister or older brother. All right, just sort of in term of respect. All right, I have a very good Cambodian friend in Taipei who I meet a lot, and I address her as bang srei. She's older than me, about 10 years older than me. Female, someone I look up to, bang srei, very nice way to address her. Next right here, moving on, is paon. Paon here just could be translated as a you form for someone who is younger than you, definitely. Unisex can be used with girls or females. Maybe they're young enough to be your child, maybe not. Maybe they're a relation, maybe not. But just sort of a general you for younger children. The next here, on right here, is used to address people who are younger than you but are not young enough to be your children. Alright, so then we're talking about maybe less than you, 10 or 15 years of age. Then we use on. It's also used if you listen to a lot of the Khmer music videos, a lot of males will use this to address females in a very love or romantic way. On da 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 da. So you, oh, I love you so much, you're so beautiful. This is the you that's used right here. Next, Khmer. Khmer here just literally means a niece or nephew, and so it can be used with someone who's in a relation to you or not in a relation to you. And then again, niece or nephew. So being that in the age group with you as the focal point, someone who's a niece and nephew in that age group. Next right here, gon just literally means child. And this is can be used to address your children. Gun, usually not to addressing someone else's children would be a little bit it'd be very odd. Usually to address one's own children. Next right here, ba is just a father, a very informal way of speaking father. There's also more formal book. This right here, ba, just to address your dad. So what would be the you form for your dad? Ba. Over here for your mother, just be ma, or my can be used to address your mom in the you form. Alright, here we go. Next, bu is uncle. Can be addressed as an uncle, so someone who would be at the relative age of your uncle. Next right here, ming would be someone who's about the age of your aunt. So it would be roughly translated. Again, I'm translating this in my head as I go. This would be uncle, this would be aunt. So someone who you, in your, wherever your home is, someone you see as your aunt or your uncle in that age group in Cambodia would be the same way. And obviously crossing cultures and crossing different races and whatnot, guessing the age game is a lot of fun. So you never want it to offend anybody. So it's a general rule to go younger. I don't know if this is true for all over the world, but I just assume. Next is ta. Just translates as grandfather. So someone who you would see as the same age as your grandfather in Cambodia, you would use ta to address him. Next, ye would be grandmother. So someone you would see about the same age as your grandmother. In Cambodia, you use this to address her. Next, we have which is a general older term, a general you form for someone who is older than your parents, but not old enough to be your grandparents. I would say would be most accurate. So would be the you form to address them. Alright, lok, which we've learned throughout the series, no problem here, just a very formal general you. Good. This is your safe card right here if you don't know. Lok sre, so we're adding that sre, the girl part to the end of the you term right here. So lok sre to address, this is address males, this is address females. Very formal you. Next, lok kru just means teacher. So lok kru, so very formal you for a teacher. You would address your teacher. Be careful here, this is a male teacher, and only a male teacher. Right here, nek kru is for a female teacher. How would you address that female teacher? Yekatong is a very, you're not going to use it very often unless you're talking to someone who's a very higher level ministry post. You're talking to someone who's the head of the Ministry of Agriculture or something along those lines. Then you'll use this ekotong. It translates to roughly your excellency or something like that. Here we go. And the last one here, preong. Preong is a you form used for God, if you're talking to God, like if you're praying, or for the king of Cambodia himself. So if you want to talk to the king, if you want to talk to God, this is what you form you would use right here. All right. I hope this is pretty clear. I hope this sort of gives you a rough idea. You can put these in the grammar points that we've learned before. For example, you are a, or you are going where. Dona to go where, right? So where are you going? Nyek dona would be right here. So for more informal you, bu dona, where are you going, uncle? Pra dona, if you're talking to the king, where are you going? You wouldn't want to say that though. That'd be a very informal way to say that. Ta dona, grandfather, where are you going? So hopefully it should be pretty clear. And my apologies again. I don't have a native speaker recorded for this particular section. I'm hopefully get that pretty soon. But just to review very quickly, I'll do the best I can right here. Number one is nyek, the informal you. Next, bong for males, bong, or bong sre for females. Poon, right here, just an informal way of addressing younger children. Which is also to address someone who's maybe younger than you but not young enough to be your child. Also for males to address females is very romantic you. Kumoy, your niece or nephew. Gun, child. Ba, father. Mak, mai, mother. Bu, uncle. Min, aunt. Ta, grandfather. Ye, grandmother. Someone who is older than your parents, just as a general formal way of addressing them. Lok, general formal you for most very wide age spectrum there. Lok sre, formal you for females. Lok kru, formal you for male teachers. Nek kru, formal you for female teachers. Ek katong, a very formal you for high government officials and someone you have to respect. And next right here is preong, which is an extremely formal you for God or for the king. And then again, this is not comprehensive. If you're going to Cambodia for to talk to monks or something along those lines, then you'll need to learn a couple of the new ones here. This may be a subject for a future class. This will get you about get you to about 95% or more of Cambodia, in my opinion. And then again, if you feel there's other U's that we should add that I have not added, feel free to add. Feel free to say something in the comment line, and then for section 2, I'll be sure to add them, and hopefully get a good native speaker in here. All right, thank you very much.
Pe ពេលវេលាគឺចេះតែដើរទៅមុខទុកឲ្យខ្ញុំនៅឯការាល់ថ្ងៃញញឹមមិនមែនគ្មានបញ្ហាមានអ្នកណាដឹងខ្លះថាខ្ញុំនឹកនាងខ្ញុំដូចជានាឡិកាដែលអងថ្មគឺនៅសល់តែរូបរាងទឹកភ្នែកក៏ហូរអាសូរបត់ចម្រៀងដែលយើងធ្លាប់តែច្រៀងពីអ្នកនៅតែមិនតរកបានសង្សារថ្មីដឹងតែថាហេតុអ្វីបានជាបែបនេះព្រោះគ្មានមនុស្សមិនដូចអូនព្រោះគ្មានអ្នកណាពិសេសព្រោះតែក្នុងโลกនេះបងស្រឡាញ់តែអូននៅតែមិនទាន់មានអ្នកជំនួសអូននៅតែនឹកដល់អូនលុះដល់ថ្ងៃសូនចង់ដឹងសុខទុក្ខអូនណាចង់ប្រាប់អ្នកនៅក្បែរអូនចង់ឲ្យគេដឹងខ្លួនថាគេមានសំណាងខ្លាំងណាស់ខ្ញុំដូចជានាឡិកាដែលអងថ្មគឺនៅសល់តែរូបរាងទឹកភ្នែកក៏ហូរអាសូរបត់ចម្រៀងដែលយើងធ្លាប់តែច្រៀងពីអ្នកនៅតែមិនតរកបានសង្សារថ្មីដឹងទេថាហេតុអ្វីបានជាបែបនេះព្រោះគ្មានមនុស្សមិនដូចអូនព្រោះគ្មានអ្នកណាពិសេសព្រោះតែក្នុងโลกនេះបងស្រឡាញ់តែអូននៅតែមិនទាន់មានអ្នកជំនួសអូននៅតែនឹកដល់អូនលុះដល់ថ្ងៃសូនចង់ដឹងសុខទុក្ខអូនណាចង់ប្រាប់អ្នកនៅក្បែរអូនចង់ឲ្យគេដឹងខ្លួនថាគេមានសំណាងខ្លាំងណាស់នៅតែមិនតរកបានសង្សារថ្មីដឹងទេថាហេតុអ្វីបានជាបែបនេះព្រោះគ្មានមនុស្សមិនដូចអូនព្រោះគ្មានអ្នកណាពិសេសព្រោះតែក្នុងโลกនេះបងស្រឡាញ់តែអូននៅតែមិនត